Now today, I am proud for the first time to be talking about Ariana Grande's brother, Frankie Grande, who now has his first debut album, Hotel Rock Bottom. Okay, because Frankie Grande had to go through a lot in his gay life to still be alive and to be able to get a record deal with a prestigious record company. I believe it was the Columbia Records. Yeah, it's a big one. It's one of the big honchos that didn't just pass them over. They didn't discard them and say, okay, that's nice, pass them on. No. They listened and somebody signed a major. So Frankie Grande is finally getting his chance to be the pop star he never got a chance to be because of the discriminations. This is the judge and jury of music, aka Queen Millennial. I do not feel like doing the whole angle camera switch today. Does anybody live below the equator? Anybody? Okay, yeah. I live in the United States. Excuse me. I live in the United States, and honey, it is not pleasant over here. We are in the hundreds right now, okay? And I'm in the garage in my little makeshift studio, so there's no real air conditioning down here. It's just a little makeshift, what do you call it, a little thing, a little portable air thing, which can only do so good past a certain temperature. And then it's not that she struggles because she's giving good air when you get next to it, but if you get further away from, like, right up on it, you can't feel nothing coming from it. So it's not powerful enough, really. So then I just had to kind of end up getting naked, honey, or at least take my shirt off, honey, before I die. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to do another episode at all right now, but I'm like, I gotta do. I was like, I don't know if I want to do another episode right now. I want to just leave, but I was like, I have to do another episode because we have to keep our work schedule up, okay, for this particular channel. So, and I really want to do this particular episode, especially because a milestone has happened in history to me of the civil rights movement. Frankie Grande, Ariana's brother, has finally been able to make his first album. Now, me and Frankie, we are like the same age. We're both like the millennials, and you know, he's been able to go through all his stuff, you know, as a gay Italian. Because I keep thinking, they're not Latina, they're not Latin. Grande will throw me for a loop. They're Italian and Sicilian. So, you know, so they tend to brown. Well, melanin, but depending on the season. But anyway, he's coming out. Well, I'm sorry, he did come out with his album finally, his first album, after all this time, after watching his sister have all the successes, all the fame, and be exactly or close to what society's ideals would be for an acceptable pop star, because of where we are right now in the civil rights movement. We've had Lil Nas X, we had some people. We've had we've had some Freddie Mercury, we've had Lil Nas X, we've had Adam Lambert, we've had a couple of prominent figures, and these people really had the kind of like knock on the proverbial door in some type of way. But now we have Frankie, who is finally out with his album. I'm not sure if he's like gunning for the GP the way these artists have, but it seems like that's exactly what he's gunning for. And I was watching him on the exact same show earlier this morning. So I don't know if, like I said, this album was going for the GP or if it's just going for the gay community itself. I know it's definitely going to be an electronic dance record from the conversation. So, and I love me some EDM. So, with that being said, this is the last day of Pride, by the way, at the time of this recording. And we're going to celebrate Frankie with his first album. Honey, I need to get my first album out, but the timing has got to be right. Okay, I just can't just drop this record with no audience yet. We're working on it. But anyway, before I done rambled on, but that's what I do. That's what I do. If you're new here, I ramble on before we get to the meat and potatoes. I just ramble, honey. Okay, or when I'm rambling, I'm talking about stuff that's important. So it's important rambling, right? It's not just nonsense, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, before we get into the meat and potatoes, as usual, a word. Hold on. To the one thing that you have control over. Hold on to that one thing you have control over. What is that, you ask? That is your peace inside. That is your sanity. Everybody wants to take it from you. They want to drag it out of you, beat it out of you. Because it's really all about what can it get from you. We do live in a very individually focused society. And you need to be careful of the energies around you. That includes family members in your house. You better have a room. I got two. That you can go to and close the door, honey, and focus on your peace. Your time back. Your sanity, because we all know as working class people, the 9 to 5 is already stealing our most precious resource of all time that we can never get back. And that is our time. We can't afford to give our peace of mind to nothing else. It's already hard enough on a slave ship. This is It's That Girl, or If Not That Girl. And of course, this is a special segment. This is a campaign. The name is switched up a couple of times. But at the end of the day, it all means the same thing. This is the engagement / save the YouTubers / silent is violent campaign. Okay? And mainly the purpose of this segment is to advocate for the YouTubers or the content creators on this platform that work hard to bring you content even just once a week, right? Because being on the side of things, it's not easy, especially we have to do all things by yourself, and most people aren't really that talented, honey. You know, they're not as talented as the queen. They can't record, have personality, and then they can't edit like the queen can. They can't work the lights and do the hair and do the makeup and do all. They can't come with stuff on the spot like the queen can. Okay, I'm one of a kind, honey. If you knew how I had to operate behind the scenes, you would faint. But honey, it didn't take overnight to get here. I've been burning in the fire for years to arrive here. Okay? Preparation meets arrival. And I just learn stuff fast. I get stuff. I get these programs. How? I don't know. I just be teaching myself. And I'm off to the races. But anyway, we're here to talk about the gap between the engagement of returning people, because we can see the analytics people. We can see the analytics of who returns, who's a first-time person viewing the channel, and there's plenty of returning people, especially on my channel, that don't take any action. They're very silent. There's no like. There's no dislike. Okay, there's no subscribe. It's just nothing. It's flatline. And a lot of times there'll be multiple videos in a row, and there'll be like 100 people that view the video. Okay, and this is happening across the channels, and you can hear other YouTubers basically kind of crying about this issue. And it's not like YouTube's really doing anything, in my opinion, themselves to solve the issue. Well, they really shouldn't have to, because they're not here to hold your hand. They're not here to be a babysitter for anybody, because you are a viewer. You're a viewer, right? You're a grown person. Well, you're a person, and if you like your favorite creator, because silence is violence, is what I'm trying to say to wrap this up on YouTube. This is not TV. It's not cable TV. It's not one-sided, one way like TV is. Well, no. We're here for a social interaction as well. That's why the comments exist, right? That's why certain tools exist as they are, for interaction. Here it is about interaction. Can't speak for Instagram anymore. I can't speak for Facebook and all them other ones, but here it's still about building a real community. Facebook lies about community. It don't care about no community, but here it does. Okay, and silence is violence, because if there is no action, the AI doesn't really care about the creator, because they're saying there's no action, nobody cares, nobody's talking, no conversation, there's no likes, nothing. So we don't care about, it's saying this creator is not important. Their work is not important. Their videos is not important, no matter how good the video actually was, because nobody's taking any action. It thrives off of action, folks. Okay? It thrives off of action. So silence on this platform is definitely violence, and you need to make sure that you're engaging with these videos of people that you actually like, content creators and their content that you like. I'm particularly talking about the returning people, because that means that you like the content. Therefore, you're returning, okay? And the new people, hello, welcome. I really appreciate you being here. You're the lifeblood here. You follow the example of what I'm saying as well here. Make sure if you enjoy the content, the way you can give back, the way this two-way street can work, okay, is that you engage with the video. That means not just watching, because that's not engagement. Watching the video is not engagement. That means you're liking. That means you're commenting. That means you're subscribing. Things like that, okay? So that's all I want to say to wrap this up. It's pretty simple, explanatory, easy to get. Okay, let's move on. Thank you so much. This is That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Now, I'm Worklina, the workhorse, and on this show, we talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. Now, today, I am proud for the first time to be talking about Ariana Grande's brother, Frankie Grande, who now has his first debut album, Hotel Rock Bottom. Okay, because Frankie Grande had to go through a lot in his gay life to still be alive and to be able to get a record deal with a prestigious record company. I believe it was the Columbia Records. Yeah, it's a big one. It's one of the big honchos that didn't just pass them over. They didn't discard them and say, okay, that's nice, pass them on. No. They listened and somebody signed a major. So Frankie Grande is finally getting his chance to be the pop star he never got a chance to be because of the discriminations upon him, right? And so, is this album the album? Okay, is it that girl? Right? Is this the album that's gonna make everybody talk? Right? At the ripe age of 40 years old, Frankie Grande is getting his chance, and I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. And this goes to prove to all of you that you don't let them tell you it's over at any age. All right, let's get into this now, folks. Grab that Marlowe, that snack, whatever it is you want to do to get you comfortable. Have a seat, because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Take it away. Welcome back into It's That Girl or It Is Not That Girl. Now, I'm Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. Those are great platforms and tools to build that brand, business, name, reputation, but most importantly, the community. And hopefully you, yes you, will join this community today by hitting that like button and share people that you know that would like artist commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to really become a part of this community, you have to engage. That's right, my friends, engage, subscribe, comment, notification bell. Now here's the thing, what I love to play the music out loud and rock out with you, right? Especially since this is a milestone here. Yes, but unfortunately, we had to abide by the laws. We had to abide by the copyright. And since he was a major label, okay, most likely I can't take the chance today to play the music out loud, because most likely I have the utmost feeling that my channel it'll be blocked, basically. So we're going to do what I always do. No copyrighted music played on this episode, because now it really truly is by a case basis, because Universal Music Group has changed the game again, and they're getting vile and vicious, and there's only really like the big 3 or 2 left out there, folks, of record labels that are major. Okay, so as everything is monopolizing and molding together, things are a lot more trickier, especially for reaction channels. This is why I said we need to do what we got to do to survive here, okay? So I'm an entertaining person anyway. You came here for the reaction. You listen to Frankie's album on your own time, okay? You're here to watch me react, give the critique, okay? So let's just get into this. All right. All right. Okay. We love us a messy girl. I love messy. See, we get each other. Okay, he said so effing sexy. So far, this album was giving classic gay-esque, well, the music of course, but with the vocal stylings of choice. And I'm living for it. Living. Now, this is the title track here. And the title track is usually hit or miss. But just within the first few, like, earshot of the production of it was giving. And then he came in with Mama. I've been up. It's been a few weeks or days now. And that means he ain't getting no sleep because he's high on all the, well, I can't say it on the channel. Let's just say things like Special K, Special M, Molly, okay? Things like that, all right? Very common, unfortunately, within the gay community of men. Now, me personally, I don't mess with that crap, okay? I'm too square to really, not that I've never dabbled in this stuff, not that I've never tried anything, but the thing is never stuck to me because I'm just a square, okay? An overachieving square. Welcome into the halftime show. We about to get right on into it with the best MC in the West, Peyton 3.0. All right, check me. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Make it official, blow like a missile. Gotta get out in the joy, never stop destroying. You got issues, you can think you're through. No one will stop you but you, get a clue. The night like no one, it feels right. Let the music make you whole. Let it touch your soul. Hit crazy. Do that dance, baby. Do the kids spit on his and regular lit. Life is amazing. Dance floor is blazing. We ain't getting in for the flow, just self-control. Intoxing. Girls don't like boxing. For the music from the hands create. Can refuse it. Go in and use it. Music is key to exceed at so great a speed. Let's try to get it. Go on and get it. Express yourself. Let it receive. Greatness you'll achieve. And now the song.
I know you're out there looking for a stress reliever.
You're looking for a stress reliever out there.
Drugs, the alcohol,
Here we
the
go.
booze. But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go. Blood pressure, you worked all day like the messenger. Work so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief. But you got is free for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in a rush. You need even brushing, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some relieving you. Time to get out when the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see no hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving your feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. And get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? Anyway, if you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free. Sometimes saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life. Saying, ayo, let. All right, that was the first half of Frankie Grande's debut album, Hotel Rock Bottom, honey. And yes, it is exactly what I thought it was going to be and more. You know you're ready to get your pump on, honey, when you throw on this record, okay? You know you're ready to let your hair down and shake him while he tells you the stories of, I would say, a typical gay boy life, unfortunately, in gayland, in the neighborhood, places like West Hollywood, which Frankie frequents often. Now, me personally, I can't stand West Hollywood. No. And I fell out of love with LA. Turned my back on it, honey. I haven't looked back since. No offense to anybody who lives in LA or West Hollywood. Honey, I'm speaking from the eye. None of that shit's for me. Okay. But Frankie is telling the tales of not where he is right now. He's telling the tales of what he's made it through. And even has the opportunity to still be alive and make this record in the first place. Okay? Possible because of where we are as a society in America. And how fast that civil rights movement, the fastest civil rights movement, I may add, in America, has moved. And so, even though there are some really, really deep lyrics in each of these songs, he's just like, he's going to dance his way through it. Okay? You got to slow down enough to catch the lyrics, how deep it is, but it's all wrapped up in high energy EDM, honey. For those pumped up kicks, honey. Okay? You better run. Faster than my... Let's get back to it. He said I feel like I'm Billy Idol. All right, now this track is called Glitter Jesus. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. All right, he knows how to get her done with thigh highs and a strap on. Yeah. Okay, he said a caviar and champagne, honey. A caviar and champagne. Now you can keep the caviar, honey. I don't really care for the fish eggs, Frankie, but I'll take I don't know anything but that. But he said a caviar and champagne. Lay on the balcony naked, honey, okay? And get your life. Okay, he said girls are kissing girls, boys are kissing boys, honey. Here we go. This is a nice little way to close out the album. All right. That was very, very nice. I need y'all to settle yourself down. As you can see today, I haven't bring out the gavel. But anyway, haven't bring out the wand, honey, to tap on your nerves. But that was a very nice debut from Ariana Grande's brother, Frankie Grande, who also, by the way, folks, spent years on Broadway. All right. And honestly, with the way the music industry is going these days, for at least the recording industry, it seems like Broadway really is the way to go, if you ask me. But anyway, I got my entire life with this album from beginning to end. It's about 15 tracks. No interludes. Interludes are extinct these days. And it's not that long of a time of a listen. To me, there are no skippable tracks. You want a good party girl time. You want a good gay dancing Kiki Boots time. Well, this is the album for you. Or if you're just into electronic dance music, you're the rave scene or whatever, well, this album may be for you. You go to the sucker parties, this album may be for you. Okay? On a scale of 0 to 10 of wig snatching, this is going to be up in the wig snatching atmosphere, honey, okay? Yes. She's getting her life back today. Where's my fan at? I see I went down octaves. Where's my fan at? Did I do it? It's hard to do it with this hand. I'm right-handed. I can't do it with this hand. Let me switch the hand. Let me switch the hands. There we go. All right, go ahead and get Frankie Grande's album and listen in all of the platforms. digital, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, Apple, you name it. Okay? Whether it's paid or free version. All right. Now, this is the Peyton 3.0. And no, stop asking me for a top 5 because I don't do that. My job is to make sure that either there's going to be a yay or nay for the project. Okay, and today is a big fat wig snatching yay. Okay, find your own top 5. It's more fun that way. Anyway, it's the Pate 3.0, folks. The artist, musician, and entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, not the influencer. All right? If you got your entire life today, then please hit that like button and share with people that you do know that like artists' commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to truly become a part of this community here, you got to do this one major thing. Actually engage with the video. And remember, on YouTube, silence is violence. Silence is violence. Okay, great. So, with that being said, I'll see you on the next episode of It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Bye. You're still here? Why? The episode already ended. What could you possibly be looking for? You're obsessed with me, honey, right? It's okay. A lot of people are. All right, well, you know what? Hopefully you actually engage with this video because, like I said before, silence is violence. And we don't tolerate violence on this channel. Okay, matter of fact, we don't really tolerate violence on YouTube at all. They get shut down. But if you want to hang out some more, I'd be glad to. So on this on this screen, a video will appear. Click on the video and I'll meet you over there. All right. Have a good day. Bye.